Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about audiences in GA4. And it's important to know that audiences let you segment your users in the ways that are important to your business. You can segment by dimensions, metrics, and events. You can do this all to include practically any subset of users. It's also important to know that as analytics gets new data about users, their audience memberships are reevaluated to ensure they still meet the criteria that you've set. So this is the homepage of GA4 right here. Let's go over to the admin section and create an audience. Here's the admin section. This is the account column. This is the property column. Let's click on audiences in the property column. Click on this blue button here, create a new audience. GA4 will give you some suggested audiences. Whether you're a retail business and you have enhanced e-commerce enabled, or you're just a regular website, let's say you collect leads, or you're just kind of a website displaying a brand in a simple business card format. Recently active users, non-purchasers, all the way to 7-day inactive purchasers. You can choose these templates and they're ready to go. You can also create audiences based on demographics, technology, acquisition. GA4 also, if you have, again, enhanced e-commerce implemented and you're a retail website, you can implement these machine learning based audiences. So you'll see the word likely quite a bit here. So GA4 will determine based on user behavior what someone's likelihood is of purchasing something, what their likelihood is of churning away, or what their, prediction rate is, their 28-day top spender prediction rate. Users who have predicted to generate the most revenue in the next 28 days. It does all this. The more data that it has, if you have signals turned on, if you have enhanced e-commerce also enabled, then these will kind of light up. For my particular website, it's just sort of a lead gen website, and it's, as I mentioned, a little bit more basic, sort of like a business card format. It's kind of static. Okay, so let me take you guys through one of these templates. Let's look at a demographic audience. Let's say I've defined a persona, my typical customer. So you've got here demographics. Age is one of, let's say goes up to 45 to 54. Okay, apply. And you can see in the summary, it's segmenting the users. So 24.2% of all users fall into this age range. Now, since I don't have a lot of visitors on this website, I don't want to get too granular with my segmentation, but let's try and narrow down what the persona is so we can create an audience here that is likely to match my target customer. Gender, let's try, that doesn't matter so much actually. We can leave that one alone. But language, we want to ensure that it's ENCA. Does that narrow it down? Yep. Let's try ENUS. Okay. ENUS. Let's try everybody from Canada. Oh, that narrows it down. So let's make this just a age range audience. Let's try male. Does that narrow it too far down? Okay, let's try males 25 to 54. Let's call it that. To 54. Okay, and the membership duration will be 30 days. This audience trigger, so you can actually create an event for this and then turn this particular audience into a conversion later on. But for this purpose, we'll just leave it here as an audience. and we'll hit save. There we go. And this will begin to populate, and then you can export this audience, let's say, to Google Ads, and you can even bid toward it. Let's try one more. Not too happy with that one. I'd like to show a better example. Let's create a custom audience. So we'll click that button. And let's say demographics. No. Events. How about everybody who's clicked on book a consultation? Yeah, so 20 people have clicked on my book a consultation button. Good audience. So the way that I did that is I looked at events because I have a book a consultation event. And then I clicked it, and then you can say is greater than 1. Okay, so that's people who've booked more than one consultation. That's interesting. So you can say is greater than 0. People who've clicked it 1 or more times. There we go. We hit save. Right, so I can even retarget to these people if I push this over to Google Ads. But this is a good audience to keep track of in GA4, and it's also a good audience to bid toward as well. This is almost a good audience to treat as, past converters, or in some sense, people who have a high intent of purchasing or a high intent of actually interacting with my brand. Right? Great. I hope that helps. That's a good audience type. There is one more. I had somebody who created a geographic audience that I thought was very useful, and they showed me that the other day, and that seemed to be a great idea. So let's do that. Let's do add new condition, and then we'll go geography here. We'll click that, and then we'll say city. So one of my biggest customers, they're from Toronto. So let's click on that. Let's add them here. Does that narrow down my list? Yeah. Okay. So 7 people. So I can call this audience visitors from Toronto. 30 days. Let's set it to the maximum limit. I believe it's 200 days or 199 or something like that. And then hit save. So we've got a few useful audiences here, right? So we've got kind of a persona-based audience. So this is for males between the ages of 25 to 54. And then we've got people who have clicked on my book a consultation button. I can show you that. People who've clicked this button and fired an event. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Here it is. They've clicked this button. It fired an event, and that event is now treated as an audience kind of collection, right? So people are now part of that audience if they've clicked on the button. And then the second one, or this third one here, is people who GA4 has identified are from Toronto. So their IP address is likely from Toronto. Okay, great. Thanks so much, everyone. Hopefully that helped.